Hello everyone, it's my pleasure to present my final project to all of you. Part 1 is a question regarding a strategy to deploy big data technology in a firm. The firm that I introduce is Netflix. Netflix applies data in the real world that identifies users' wants and improves the user experience. Netflix uses big data as references to recommend the program to users. We can read from the picture that Netflix put a lot of efforts on discovering and implementing big data. For example, as early as 2006, the company launched the Netflix Prize and offered $1 million to the group who could create the best algorithm for predicting how customers would like a movie based on previous ratings. The recommendation system has a high rate with 80% impact on the content that users watch on Netflix. A research shows that Netflix collects data from 151 million subscribers and then analyzes them to make a data analytics model. In this picture, we also can tell that Netflix recruit the data from different aspects, such as ratings, searches, even when is the program posted. The outcomes of data analytics model will indicate the user's behaviors, hobbies, and buying method. Big data is all about the analytics. That's why Netflix puts so much effort on big data and data analytics. The data analytics life cycle is also implemented to explain how Netflix uses big data and drive them successfully. Data analytics life cycle has 6 phases, including discovering, data preparation, model planning, model building, communicate results, operationalize. First, phase 1, discovery. The most significant aspect in the phrase is to achieve feasible analytics that examines in the ideas technically feasible, economical feasible, and organizational feasible. In this step, we learn about the Netflix domain, identify the business values of Netflix, and frame the problems and develop initial hypotheses. Phase 2, data preparation. Data preparation consists of data cleaning and data wrangling. Data science spend 80% of their time and effort on working on data preparation. The process of data preparation will determine the quality of data analytics results and predictive models. Data cleaning is a pre-step for the data analytics process, which deals with missing data, identifying incorrect data. Data cleaning is also a subset of data wrangling, which verifies the quality of data that can be usable and practicable. The purpose of data cleaning and wrangling are the same, which ensure the quality of dataset and benefit for decision making. Phase 3, model planning. Model planning is to explore the data and select variables. In this phrase, data analytics need to understand the structure of Netflix dataset and figure out whether they are structured, unstructured, or semi-structured. So let's go back to this picture. We can see that Netflix collect data like ratings, searches. In this process, we need to know is structured, unstructured, or semi-structured data. Phase 4, model building. Model building is a phase that develops the dataset for training and testing. To train and test the models, coding skills in some programming language are applied. Here we talk a little bit about Hadoop framework and Hadoop ecosystem. Hadoop framework provides a significant contribution to model building. Hadoop is an open source framework. The major components of Apache Hadoop ecosystem include Hadoop Distributed File System, HDFS, yet another resource negotiator, Yarn, MapReduce, and Apache Hive, Apache Spark. HDFS is a short for Hadoop Distributed File System, and it offers high performance processing to data across several nodes in a cluster. HDFS can store large volumes of data and stream it at a high frequency range so that big data applications can utilize them. Yarn is a large-scale distributed operating system for big data application. Yarn assists in building global and application-specific resource management components. MapReduce is a Java-based system in which data from HDFS gets processed efficiently. MapReduce breaks down a big data processing job into several smaller portions. For example, Netflix collects data from 151 million subscribers. The volume of the dataset is really big. So when we use MapReduce can break down the big data processing job into a smaller portion. Apache Hive offers a simple way to apply to large amount of data and then perform queries on that data in the Apache Hadoop HDFS system. Hive also uses MapReduce to run queries. Apache Spark has advantage of high speed and real time. Spark is also an open source distributed general purpose cluster computing framework. Since the advantage of Spark with high speed and real time, Internet powerhouse use Spark a lot. In here, I would suggest Netflix use Spark because the high speed and the real time that deploy a massive scale. Phrase 5. Phrase 5 is communicate result. Data analytics will make decisions if the team has carried out valid and statistically significant results or not. Communicating results also include identifying the surprising results and those in line with hypotheses. Phrase 6. Operationalize. The team communicates the benefit of the project more broadly and build a pilot project to implicate the work in a controlled way. To manage risk, pilot the deployment on a small scale rather than set up a full range at the beginning. Here are 6 phases of data analytics lifecycle that Netflix can apply in data analytics.